Number 8. The sum of the lengths of all the edges of a cube is 48 centimeters. What is the volume of the cube? So first of all, just to help you visualize, I'm going to draw a cube. I'm going to try anyway. That is not a square. There we go. And I'm going to copy that square because the question, at least initially, is about the edges of a cube. And it's very important that you understand what they're talking about with the edges of a cube. So if you want to draw this with me, you can pause the video as needed. But let's figure out how many edges there are in a cube. Edges are going to be these. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So by drawing that model, we know that a math fact is that a cube has 12 edges. And if you forget that, just sketch yourself a cube and count your edges. It has 12. Well, we know that 48 centimeters is the sum of all 12 of those edges. So that means that 48 divided by 12 is 4 centimeters, is the length of one edge. So what that's telling me is that each one of these is 4, that all of them add up to 48. That's making me dizzy, but you get the gist of what I'm doing. We could do all 12 of them, but that's going to be cramming in a whole lot of 4s. There's 1. There would be 12 of them. But we really have what we need to know. The answer is not A. It's not 4 centimeters. This is 4 centimeters to the 3rd power, cubic centimeters. That's not the same thing as this. But 4 centimeters is just one of the edges. We want to know the volume of the cube. Now, I want to remind you that on your test, you will have a formula sheet. Looks something like this. And here is the volume. I bet it doesn't give, it doesn't even give you volume of a cube at all. So you have to know that one. Oh, here it is. Volume of a prism or a cylinder is the area of the base times the height. The easiest thing for me is just going to be to think of it as this. The volume equals the length times the width times the height. So volume is 4 times 4 times 4. It's 4 long, it's 4 wide, it's 4 high, because it's 4 on any edge you pick. Length, width, and height are all the same because it's a cube. So let's do some math here. You can do the calculator or you can do this by hand. 16 times 4 is 64 cubic centimeters. I like that question. You have to understand a cube, though, the anatomy of a cube, to be able to answer that question.